So my hair is up because this is not a hair down kind of thing. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Happy Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday. And you are going to be seeing some of the things that I'm going to be offering tomorrow in my live sale. I have a live vintage sale every Wednesday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on my YouTube channel. Immediately following that sale, I go over to Instagram and sell 15 bonus vintage items. Everything that I sell is vintage. Just know that when you come to my sales, everything's going to be vintage or antiques. One time I bought clothing because I was reselling clothing at one time, but I'm no longer doing that. So I do have some vintage clothing, and I'm going to be offering that tomorrow on Instagram. So if you don't want to do clothing, then you don't have to come over to Instagram. That's okay. But if you do, then come on over. There's my Instagram. It's Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter. All right, so I've already got the stuff done for tomorrow. I worked on it yesterday, and I will show the things to you in just a moment. But I'm going to work on something today. I'll take you over here with me so I can show you what I'm working on. I've been working on cleaning up my space. And if you don't know, I once had a brick and mortar antique store. We owned the building outright, so I don't have to worry about having, a mortgage to pay and that kind of stuff. I still have to pay my taxes and my utilities, so there are still bills to be paid. But it's 2,500 square feet, and I have been working out of it doing my reselling business. So I'm trying to clean out some of the things that I'm not selling online by selling them on Facebook Marketplace. I have a couple things listed on eBay local pickup. Nothing has sold yet on there. But Facebook Marketplace has been pretty successful for me. So I have these big pieces of furniture that I'm trying to clear out because I'm wanting to just get some shelving units because my game is smalls. I buy a lot of smalls, so that's what I do. I'm a smalls buyer, and I need to get rid of the bigs that I have. So I am trying to make some space so I can do that, and I have a piece of furniture right here that I have sold, and they're coming to pick it up this week. Next, I'm working on clearing out this piece of furniture. It's a beautiful baker's cabinet. It has these really fun drawers that I think people at one time when they use this, they would put their spices and different things like of those sorts of things in there. It has the flour bin. It has the dough board that pulls out here. So it's a really cool piece. It's got the little pot belly flour bin, the beautiful etched glass door. So I'm going to clear this out and get some pictures taken of this piece and get it on Facebook Marketplace. So that's what I'm going to do today. I also, and it kind of hurts my heart because I would really love to use these little stools, but I don't know where I would use them. So I'm going to put them on Facebook Marketplace as well. They're these diner stools, and they're fabulous. They have cast iron bases, the red tops. Oh, they're just lovely. So I'm going to get those listed as well. And probably this little medicine cabinet here. This little primitive medicine cabinet, the mirror on it, and open it up. So those are my three things that I'm going to get listed on Facebook Marketplace today. But before I do that, I got to clear this off. So what I'm going to do is make some space in another piece of furniture that I'm going to hang on to. And we're going to I'll go through some of these things that I'm moving to, and some of these things will be available on an upcoming sale, but as I'm showing them, if there's something that you see that you are interested in, you can send me an email. My email is thrifterjunkervintagehunter. It's scrolled right there on the screen. It's also in the description below, so you can look at it later. But so if you see anything that you're interested in as I'm showing it, you can send me an email. The things that I have set up in the sale preview will not be available in advance. All of those things, since they're going to be in this video and I have them already, will sell tomorrow during the live sale. So there is a distinction, and I'll let you know when I get to that point. I'll say, these things aren't available for offers. They're going to be in the live sale. But these things that I'm going to show are going to be available. Does that make sense? I hope that it does. Well, you can send me an email and I'll clarify it. But that's what I'm going to do today. Oh, I also have, I'm just sitting here looking. I think I'm going to take pictures of this for Facebook Marketplace as well. It's this really cool Coca-Cola shop display. It's made out of cardboard, just a store display. Let's see, does it have a date? No. So I need to do a little bit of, okay, 1950. This designed to be placed something, period, 1950 in May, June, July, and August. So it's copyright 1950, the Coca-Cola Lithograph Company. So this I probably will do Facebook Marketplace and eBay local pickup. I guess I could ship that, but man, I don't know. I'll think about it. I could ship that, right? I mean, I've shipped big portrait pictures like those over there with glass. Surely I could ship that. I'll think about that. But I need to work on, I think this is going to be my next project, is going to be this piece of furniture. But we'll save that for another day. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to grab my tripod and I'll get it set up so I can show you the things that I'm moving on out of the shelf. Okay, so my hair is up because this is not a hair down kind of thing. So I have this cabinet here that I'm going to clear off. And again, I'm going to show you a few things and I'm just going to move them over. They will be available on a live sale very soon. But if you see something that you're interested in, you can send me an email and let me know. Like I have some old roller skates. Did you used to skate on these? I could not imagine. I would break my neck in these. First of all, they're heavy. So I couldn't imagine strapping them to my feet and rolling across the land. I couldn't imagine. So these are made by Speed King. They have the little leather strap still, but I know some people will use these in decor. If you were a child and you used these as skates, you had your life in your hand. But this is a much better angle, so I don't have to keep bending over. But this little is on a Lazy Susan, which means, ooh, this spins around. And it is Belmore, California. So it's California Pottery. It's a big strawberry. It's a pink strawberry. Isn't that fun? It's in great condition. It is US 310 USA. But I did some research on this when I had it in the shop. And it's Belmore, California. It's a chip and dip set, I guess. But each of the little trays are strawberries. So that's fun. This is going to be available in a live sale soon. And then I have this cute little flower pot. So it's like it has a little terracotta pot that somebody has Mod Podged this little fabric on. And this cute little stand. So that's cute, right? And then I have this drawer. Now this is just a drawer front. But I actually have something like this hanging up in my house. But you can put a couple little hangers on the back of it. And you can hang it up and you can put hooks on it. I think this is the only one that I have left. But it's a Valentine planter. And it is from Books of Remembrance by Royal Windsor. So that's going to get moved over. So if I can get this cleared off. I've got, here's a yellow planter. This is China Craft. Nice bright yellow planter. I have a box of knives. Do you need a box of knives? It comes in this lovely little box. And it's filled with knives. Wow, that's a knife. That's a very crude knife. So these are not the knives that originally came. Well, maybe a couple of them are. I don't know. It says it is cast steel auger bits. That isn't even the right box, Misty. So this is a bunch of knives I have stuck in a box that it doesn't belong to. All right, so let's set the knives aside. Let's just talk about this box. It had augers in it. Cast steel auger bits from Kokomo, Indiana. It's just a fun little oak box. Honestly, you know, it it has these little, where the augers, whatever they were, went inside there. So it might be kind of cute displayed like that. You can hang things in. I'm just thinking out loud, but it has this little hook. But I had knives in it. But the knives themselves, I know that these are like a Civil War era knife. I've sold forks and spoons with this kind of forged design in wood. So these, I don't know if they have a maker's mark on them or not. Yeah, they do. There's something Cutlery, obviously. We'll have to look, but somewhere, one of them I could see it a little bit. I cannot see it on that one doll. I'll hold it up to see if you can see it all. See right there, it says something Cutlery. Is that going to show up? It's right there. So I'll look those up. And then these are the crude ones. My word. They don't match exactly, but they look like they might have been used in a murder. Wow, I don't know. You know what? I would not ever allow, we would never sell knives in the shop. We have a ton of knives, or we did. I had Dad get rid of them, but we had knives and cleavers and like scary looking things like this. And I would not sell them in the shop because I just knew someone was going to murder me with them. So he sold them at the flea market, but these can be worth some money. Could you imagine? But I don't like them. I'm going to set them over there. All right. And I have, oh, these are fun. Oh my gosh. Some of you, I think, will probably remember these. These will evoke some memories, sort of like the Rollerskates. But this little cowboy holster, it's got the little design there. It's made out of leather. So, you know, this is like a little toy set for a toy gun from the 50s. And then this one, these are little, oh my gosh, they're little boy or little girl holster made from this tooled leather. It's a child size. I don't think that there's any, let's see. I don't think that there's any maker's mark. There is an H on, so I'll have to do a little bit more research, but on the little rivet has an H. I have this little ice bucket here that's just filled to the brim with wooden shakers. This one's from Massillon, Ohio. It looks like a tree trunk. So I've got that, those. This one has little pine cones on them. These are together. I'm not quite sure why that is, but they're from Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Mount Pleasant, Iowa. And that's the other little acorn one. Those will actually be pretty cute to set in a fall display. That one just says pepper, and salt's in here too. And what are you? You look like a little windmill from, oh, Indianapolis, Indiana. See? Indianapolis, Indiana. So a whole bucket full of wooden salt and pepper shakers in this nice little mid-century modern little miniature ice bucket. I also have this ice bucket, which is fun. This one is a red, white, and blue ice bucket. Still in its little case or little stand. Sadly, he's got some issues, but I just, I get these and I can't just throw them away. But here's the little Canoe. And here's the little Native American who has a broken paddle. And it's missing his little friend. His little friend's supposed to sit up here. But look how frightened. He's so frightened. He doesn't have his paddle, or he's up the creek without a paddle or his friend. But it's still really neat for display. Look at the colors on this Canoe. I think that you're magical and you should not be, you deserve to be displayed. Do you guys like old beer cans by any chance? Well, I've got some Sterling beer and some Blatz beer. Do you remember either one of these? Aged that extra month, just one more month for Sterling, just to give you a little bit more age in your beer. Premium Pilsner beer, brewed and canned by Sterling Brewers in Evansville, Indiana. Well, I didn't realize that. Look at the old rivets in this can. These are steel cans. Those aren't aluminum. Those are steel. That was when beer was drunk out of a steel can. It's just kind of neat to put in the man cave. And then the Blatz beer, Milwaukee's finest beer, brewed and packed at Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Shouldn't it be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin? By Pabst. It's so hard to say, brewing company. But I like that it has like the graphic all the way around it. And you remember these, like you open with a pointy opener, you know, like your juice cans you used to open up that way. So those, I got those. This was a bottle. Now this bottle, this is a good bottle. I'm probably going to put this on eBay, but it is Corriers. Wait, Correriers. Corriers? What does that say? Correriers. Whatever. It's New Grape Bottling Company. The big bottle. But look at this bottle. Isn't it pretty? With all of the ribbing and stuff in it. It's kind of like a kaleidoscope. Boop, boop, Isn't that kind of mesmerizing to watch in the sunlight? I had this in the shop for $21.50. It is from the 1920s. And New Grape was in Laurel, Mississippi. I'll have to double check because, you know, I've had these things listed with prices in it, some from about 5 years, and times change and prices change. And so I'll have to, you know, research that one a little bit more before I, you know, resell it again. Oh, I've got 2 more shakers here. These are a fun color though. What do they say? Terre Haute, Indiana. Terre Haute, Indiana is where my son was born. We lived there for about 6 months. Didn't like it too well. I've got some big things too. This is a coffee kettle, which once served its duty brewing coffee for its owner. It's made by Vico. It's aluminum. And it has the glass percolator, but these are just neat pieces to add into a kitchen display. So I've got that, and then these are my favorite things. Oh, these advertising cans. You know, I like me a good can. This one is Hussman's. I'm having a hard time pronouncing anything today. Hussman's, the mark of quality. Potato chip can. Also, a lot of people tell me, I remember when they used to make, or they used to sell potato chips in the can. This is an old can that does not have the barcode readout. Sometimes you've seen, they'll make reproductions of these potato chip cans, and you'll see the little barcode scanner code. And that's kind of one way that you can look just, you know, if something is vintage or not. And sometimes it'll even say, this is a replica of blah, 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 blah. This is an actual one. It's got a little bit of fading on the top, but for a display piece, my goodness, it's got all these colors in it. Why am I not keeping you? I don't know, but it's delicious food. Serve with meals. Serve your potato chips with meals because they're potatoes. 13 ounces, Cincinnati, Ohio, which it says it's Cincinnati's first potato chip factory. All right, so it's a little bit rusty on the bottom, but you're not going to store your potato chips in it. You're going to use it for a display. So, Hussman's potato chips. Okay. Right now I'm just showing you things and not really moving things. I have all of this Enamelware. Woo! This blue Enamelware. Great for camping. This is vintage. They do sell modern pieces, but this is all vintage pieces. I got a pan, a pot, and 2 small pots. So I got a whole set of enamel pans. And then I have this American home brand cheese. George Rasmussen Company, Chicago sole distributor. So it's a little cheese box. And you know, these are great to use as display. You know, you can put bottles in there, you can put greenery in there, flowers in there, you can put it upside down and stack things on top of it. So cheese boxes, I myself love. I have lots of them in my house. So I've got that, some little cut glass shakers, little fancy cut glass shakers, and some artwork. Let me show you this artwork before I start moving this stuff. This is really neat. Look, I have several pieces of artwork in frames as such. These beautiful, kind of in the craftsman, arts and crafts style, kind of mission style frame. And I have several of these. And this is a mom with a bucket in her hand. I'll show you the picture in a minute. A little girl with her cow, and the little goofy boy just sitting back there, not doing any of the work, just sitting back there watching. But it's an old photo. See, here's the mom with her bucket, the cow, the girl, and then the creepy little boy just sitting over there watching. Maybe he got in trouble. Maybe I insulted him by calling him creepy, but he just looks kind of creepy just sitting over there. Oh my gosh! See, this is the kind of things that gets me excited when I turn it over and I look at the kind of the nonsense on the back. Like, I'm not even looking at, this stuff doesn't excite me as what I see on the back here. And what I see on the back here is a Montgomery Ward print. There's some cool, and a Chicago, and a stamp. Now, I don't know if this picture, how long this picture has been in this frame. If it was bought like this, if my dad would sometimes put pictures, neat pictures that he found that were neat, and he would put them in a frame. This this sticker is attached to the picture, not the frame. This is the kind of stuff I like, is the Montgomery Ward and Company, Chicago, Illinois. Then it has this neat little, so did they mail it like this? I'm confused. I don't know, but I like the stuff on the back. Look at that stamp. I just find this just fascinating. So I don't know. But that I need to sell, so that's going to be available soon. And then I have another picture here I'll show of these. Oh, man. This is dusty, but I just love looking at these old pictures. It looks like these gentlemen were working in a factory, and they're on their break. Oh, there's women in here, too. Okay. What is she holding in her hand? What is this woman holding in her hand? Do you see her? What has she got in her hand? But there's only 4 women in this whole picture. Oh, 5 women. But they're working class people. It just makes you wonder. Like, this guy's in a coat, but this guy has like overalls on with no shirt on. But I love looking at their faces and just wondering what happened to them. Did they live a full life? Some of these people in here are quite young towards the bottom. But I just like looking at their faces. So this is in a frame, it's just a little black frame. It's nothing that special, not as pretty as that other frame, but still just a cool picture. It's just really neat. All right, so I'm gonna work on moving some of this stuff over, and I'll come back and I'll show you some of the other things after I've moved some of the stuff over. Now is the time in the program for me to give you a little preview of the things that are going to be available tomorrow during my live sale. So let's go. Here it is. A lot of smalls, which is good because I did a lot of big things last week, and so the smalls are kind of a welcome thing. But I do have a fairy lamp. Now this one is also an L.E. Smith Stars and Bars. This was in excellent condition. I sold one of these last week, so this one will be available. I have some linens, got the little kitty cats, towels, some aprons, this really nice tablecloth. I do have this Art Nouveau brass lamp. I've got some boys. I've got some boys for sale, little boys for sale of various kinds. And this handsome gentleman back here. I love this photograph, and it's Uncle Frank. That's what it says on the back. So Uncle Frank can come home with you. This really cool, this is like the biggest thing, is some of this artwork. This is a really sweet piece of advertisement artwork. Look at the little faces on those babies. I've got this fun coffee set, some A&P juice cans that look really cool in a display. Some Holt Howard. I've brought some of my Holt Howard cozy kittens that I'm going to be selling. Some ephemera. I did pull out some ephemera that's going to be available, and some brooches, and just a little cool old leather briefcase that's back there. So some fun vintage pieces. You can see this piece right here is a nice atomic piece. And then over on Instagram, I do have some of these vintage t-shirts that are going to be available. I got Michael Jackson, this really cool Boston Celtics that's on a Screen Stars. It's an extra large. I don't think it's ever been worn. It's single stitch. This is a good one. It's a good one. Some Harley, some Looney Tunes, Disney. This is a single stitch Indianapolis 500 t-shirt, and some vintage Colts items. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun sale. So I hope that you can join tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here on my YouTube channel. All right, I'm getting ready to film a haul video, and then I'm going to sit down and get this video edited so it can go up tonight. So I hope that you enjoyed this little video. I am going to be doing some more of these Misty's cleaning up the shop area and trying to transform it into a more conducive place for me to work and it not be so messy, but it's a process. So stay tuned because that's going to be an ongoing thing for quite a while. It's only me. I'm trying to do it by myself. And again, there's going to be some special guests that will be coming in to help me very soon. So stay tuned for that. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video now. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.